to talk about in case he doesn't want to talk about it, or do I do it in the podcast because it's a more genuine response when I ask him about it? And you've just come out and been so open about it, which I love, and I'd love
I've
that.
got nothing to be embarrassed about because
No, not in the slightest bit.
nobody hears the voice, but apart from me.
No, but you're
So
talking about the voice, which is a
yeah,
I
maybe.
do. It's and it's great. And I'm not saying it's because you would or wouldn't have before anything else like that. It's just really good that you're this open about because it's deeply personal and what
Yeah,
it's doing. If I was just to give you my thoughts on this, a lot of which is what you've just said there, that and that you aren't kind enough in yourself to do it. Because the second note I made is I want to regularly check in on this with you during the year. That's one of my things for this year is to see how you're doing because as you get older, it's a lot easier to reflect on your life and see change and understand change.
yeah,
When you're younger, you're just in, as I was your age, you're just in the moment. And times, to me, a year isn't a huge amount of time conceptually, and to you it will be a lot longer because I remember what it was like when I was younger. And I think when time's longer, it's harder to see the change than when it's a lot quicker like it is now. It's just, and that might just be the way my brain works. So I wanted to help you reflect on your change because, like we talked about last week, you're not seeing it, but you've just come out with it, which is great. But what I'd be doing is challenging you because basically it's a mechanism to say, challenge the way you think, challenge the way you think, challenge the way you think, challenge the way you think. And you've just vocalized that. You've just said, I am challenging the way you think. I think, not you think, I think, which is fantastic. So it is good that you're out there because it's tough to challenge yourself. It's one of the hardest things you're doing. And not only are you doing it, but you're talking publicly in front of a huge audience about this right now, which is really, really good. And this is how you change it as well. The reason for labouring on that is I'm, again, different techniques of things, but I'm a big fan of neuro-linguistic programming. And with that, the steps to it, the first thing is understanding how your brain works, what your triggers are, why you do what you do. Because once you understand that, you can change it. You can change your triggers. And then actually, once you know how to change your triggers and you understand the technique, you can start to understand how other people think and notice their triggers. And then either, if you got in to do it, help reshape their triggers if it's something they want, or you just know how to get the best out of your interactions with those people because you understand those triggers. And you right now, you've just explained your thought process in huge detail. So you really understand what you do. And that's a step to then understanding why you do it, which is a step to changing how you do it on the things you want to. So to your open question of what do I do with this, you've already taken the first massive, the biggest step is the step you've just taken,